Hi YouTube. We're here today to mourn the loss of Reese's, Snickers, and Doodle, otherwise known as Rescue Rabbit. Konami saw fit that it was time to put this rabbit out to pasture, have it pay for the farm, bite the blood, eat the dirt, become worm food. I'm gonna miss first turn Lagias and Jolkas, followed by back rows. Him hopping away to the banished zone, and then hopping back when tour guide said it was time. It's gonna be hard to let go, but I think I can do this. Goodbye. We'll miss you. Alright, what's up YouTube? It's just from Team Misplay here. Got the rest of the team. Phil, Steven. I don't know who that kid is. He's just there. Anyway, no, that's sad. Obviously you saw the intro with our little funeral we had. We're going to talk about more in depth the change in the ruling. Alright, so first things first, priority is not gone. You still have priority. A player has priority, a monster does not have priority. So with that being said, we have a change in the ignition ruling. Originally, when you summon a monster, if it had an ignition effect, you could retain your player priority to activate that effect as Chain Link 1. Now that's no longer the case. So what this means in a nutshell is that whenever you summon a monster, unless you're chaining a spell speed 2 or higher effect, then your opponent can easily do something to it. So spell speed 1 triggers. Spell speed 1, thank you Steven, look at that. Spell speed 1 triggers like Stratos or a Monarch are still mandatory Chain Link 1, but ignition effects like Chaos Sorcerer or BLS or Dark Arm Dragon or Rescue Rabbit, yeah, we know, are no longer able to get away from things like Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential, Trap Hole, Effect Veiler, things that are spell speed 2 effects. Alright, so next we're going to talk about, I guess, the timing of the rule change. A lot of people would probably wonder why they chose now with a YCS this weekend, a YCS 2 weekends from now, and Nationals coming up. Well, Konami Europe, all their national season starts this weekend. And they wanted to comply with the OCG rules in preparation for Worlds, because at Worlds they will not have the priority ruling. So KDE US decided that in order to make it one universal change with KDE Europe, they're also going to change all of this to match with the OCG and the way that their rulings work. Again, we'll have a link to the page in the description below, or maybe even a link in the video. So what does this mean? So what does this mean now? Originally we had a bunch of people rage quit over the fact that priority was not gone back in September. Now you're probably going to see a lot of rage quitting over people saying, well, this screws me over for the next season, being that a lot of players who play these decks that kind of use priority as a catalyst to go off and still haven't received their invites are now going to have to change their strategy in the way they think. Cards that'll have more play now are obviously going to be the trap holes, the bottomlesses, and the normal trap holes. Also, you'll see Effect Veiler go up in use because it'll be able to catch Rabbit before it banishes itself, or catch Lone Fire before it tributes itself. And granted, these cards do leave the field, but effects resolve where they activate. So you will be able to Veiler it. Costs are still paid, because in order to activate effect you have to pay a cost. but once costs are paid, nothing will happen because effects resolve where they're activated.
That's all I had. That's all I can do.
Decks that are, I guess, not necessarily hurt by this. Heroes are one deck that's not hurt. Dark Worlds are a deck that aren't hurt. What decks do you think aren't hurt? Steven, got any idea for decks that aren't hurt by this? No? Alright, Phil, what about you?
GBs.
GBs?
GBs are probably still really solid. GBs probably wouldn't be a bad play to play this format.
Who plays GBs?
Steven plays GBs.
And I think Monarchs are probably going to see some tournament play now. I think Monarchs are a solid deck. It's a deck I've wanted to build for a while.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Cards that people could be combating now. With the fact that effect veilers are now able to hit your cards, or trap holes, or trench holes, or bottomless. You'll probably see a Rise and Lance being played. You'll also probably see Chalice being played because it negates their effects before they can get rid of themselves. You might even see Defissures being played just to combat the fact that effect veiler can hit their cards. And let's see, what else was there? I don't know. Did you have anything, Adam? I know you're behind the camera, but was there anything that you wanted to talk about?
I know in certain Facebook groups and certain forums, people were talking about a lot of cards that would be hit by this, and quick monster effects are not affected by this new ruling. So cards like Shien, Logia, Stardust, none of those cards are affected by this ruling.
Okay.
This hurts Zombie Master really bad. They just need to put Mizuki back at 2.
They need to put Mizuki back at 2?
Just put Mizuki back at 2.
Give zombies a push?
Just give zombies a push. That's all they need. That's all they need. I mean, yeah, this change of priority really hurts Zombie Master because no one's gonna get the dump anymore. So I don't know. I wanted Mizuki back at 2 for a long time. I don't really think it's gonna break zombies. It'll help give them that push that they need to go back to tier 1. But I mean, zombies are a good engine, and they're an engine that works well with another engine. And that's just exactly what they are. They're an engine. They're not an archetype that can support itself.
Okay. But yeah, if you guys have any comments or questions regarding this stuff, oh yeah, change his appearance. Thanks, Phil. Alright, but we'll talk about this in another video, specifically the cards that are helped and hindered by it. We just kind of wanted to give a quick overview of how things work. But yeah, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the section below, or message us. Be sure to thumbs up the video, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, it's not a pro play unless it's a misplay.